Hi, everybody. Hopefully, the audio and video is working fine. It's been a little picky today. I'm guessing everybody's off uh, for the day after New Year's. As always, this is Andrew Walker, your host. This is a top 8 match for the December 2022 Premodern tournament. The guys are crazy and want to play best of 5, which is fine by me. The match, I don't have pics of the decks. Computer's been having issues, so I was just trying to get it going. That and setting up the monthly took a lot of energy. So the match that we have today is Federico Rocchi on Enchantress as top seed, which is awesome, versus Will Hirst on mono blue Stasis. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I guess bring the guys in and get this thing going. Hey guys, you're good to go. Good luck, and I'll talk to you at the end.
I will move to. Okay, can I move?
Yeah,
Okay, I will move to 6.
sounds good. I'm gonna end up playing, or keeping, I should say, not playing. You know what I mean.
You choose.
Middle is always fine.
I will keep.
All
I
right,
will put that on the bottom.
sounds great.
And good luck.
You
And I will
too.
go.
All right.
I will play a brushland, tap the brushland, take 1 damage, and play a wild growth
Yep, that happens.
and pass turn.
Island go.
On top, draw.
Mm-hmm.
I will play this fetch and then thinking. Okay, I will tap this, take 1 damage for a white mana, and I will play a Sterling Grove.
Yeah, that's fine.
And pass turn.
Land go.
On top, draw.
Yep.
Thinking. I will tap Brushland, take 1 damage, go to 17 for a white mana, and we will play another Sterling Grove.
No.
Okay. Just a moment, because too much glare. Okay. And thinking, and I will pass turn to you.
Black place.
Okay.
Pass turn.
On top, 3 card in hand, draw.
Yep.
I will play a plane.
Yep.
Tap Brushland with Wild Growth. Take no damage because of the green mana, and I will play a Wild Growth on the plane. So I will play a Wild Growth, sorry.
That resolves.
And I will pass the turn to you. 2 cards.
Pass turn.
Card in hand, sorry. How much do you have?
Cards in hand. I have 5 cards in hand.
5. Okay, thank you. Draw. Think. Pass turn to you.
Shut my door. My son's being a tiny bit loud. All right. Okay. Land pester.
Draw. I like to fetch.
All right. Fetching is a thing.
Go to 16. Take forest.
Yep.
I cut in half, okay?
Boom. Okay.
Or as you prefer.
No. You can do your own cuts. I trust you, man.
Okay. And I will tap this forest and play an exploration.
That resolves.
Pass turn.
End of turn. I'm going to hard cast a gush.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Land. Play a spell book.
Okay.
And pass.
6 card in hands. So.
Oh, 5 cards in hand.
Five
And then
cards.
6 cards in hand for you.
Okay, 5 cards. Okay. Me,
Yep.
3 cards. 3 cards. Okay,
Gotcha.
gonna draw.
Yep, you're good.
Thank you. Tap this plane with wild growth. And like to cast Seal of Cleansing.
Sure.
Pass turn.
Land pester.
Tap. And then
Yep.
draw.
Sure.
Thinking. Tap this plane with wild growth. And I'm gonna cast another Seal of Cleansing.
Sure.
Pass turn.
Pass turn.
Untap and then draw.
Yep.
Play a forest.
Yep.
Gonna tap this brushland, take no damage, and this forest, and play Enchantress Presence.
I'll foil that.
Okay. And I will pass turn to
Pass turn.
tap, draw. Tap this brushland with wild growth, take no damage, and tap this forest, and I will play another Enchantress Presence.
Thwart.
Okay. And pass turn to you.
Float to cast gush.
Okay.
Land for turn. Use the 2 mana to cast an impulse.
Okay.
Cast an ivory tower.
Mm-hmm. Number of card demands.
5 cards in hand.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Untap. Draw.
Yep.
Thank you.
Take your time.
Pastor.
Untap. I'm the upkeep. Gain a life. Draw a card. Pass turn.
Draw. Take no damage. Play another Enchantress Presence.
Yeah, that one resolves.
Pastor.
Upkeep. Gain 2 life.
23.
Draw a card. Play a land. Go ahead.
Draw.
Yep.
I play a Serasant.
Yep.
That's 7. Tap the Serra Sanctum for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for 7.
Sure.
And with 4, I'd like to cast a Replenish.
Sure.
Okay, while Replenish is on the stack, I like to sacrifice my Seal of Cleansing on your Black Vice.
Sure.
And I will sacrifice this other Seal of Cleansing on the Ivory Tower.
Sure.
And so Replenish resolves.
Yep.
Okay. So I got 2 Seal of Cleansing. Enchantress Presence, Sterling Grove, and 3 mana in pool.
Yep.
And with this 3 mana and this forest, I like to play a Parallax Wave.
Sure.
Draw 3. 1,
Enjoy.
2, 3. I can play another land because of Restoration and play a forest.
Yep.
And I will pass the turn to you. This
Sure.
is not fun.
Pass turn.
Thinking. Can tap.
Mm-hmm.
This goes to 4.
Yep.
And then draw.
Yep.
Play forest.
Yep.
Tap 2 forest. And play. Pass turn to you. Sorry.
That sounds good. No worries, man. Play Black Vice.
Okay.
Pass turn.
This goes to 3. And I'm gonna draw. Tap this plane with Wild Growth, tap this Brushland, take 1 damage, go to 15, and I will play another Parallax Wave.
Enjoy. All my creatures will not live.
I'm gonna draw 3.
Sure.
Draw 1. The second trigger, draw 2.
Yep.
And then think.
No responses to your triggers.
Thinking about the third trigger.
Absolutely.
Okay, in response to the last trigger, I will tap Forest and sacrifice 1 Sterling Grove.
Absolutely.
And I will take an Opal Chance.
Sure, absolutely.
And I will draw it.
Sure.
Tap this Serra Sanctum for 11.
Mm-hmm.
And this goes to 6. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
This goes to 7. Sorry, now I'm very confused.
It's okay. Take your time.
Okay, this goes to 7 because I'm gonna play an Opal Chance. Okay.
I'll play first.
Okay. You can go the middle on top, of course.
Sounds great. Same here for me.
Okay, 2, 1, 3.
Yep. I'm all getting this.
I will keep. You can go, okay, 2, 1, 3 without problem.
I'll attempt this. All right, I'm good to go. Yourself?
Yes.
Black Vice.
Take 3 damage. And then draw.
Yep.
I will play a Brushland. Tap the Brushland, take 1 damage for a green mana, and I will play an Exploration.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. And I will play a Plane, and then I'll pass the turn to you.
Go ahead.
On top, take 1 damage, 3, 4, 5, yes.
Yep.
And I will draw.
Yep.
We swept Heat, and then Thinking. Take 1 damage, mana, and I will play a Sterling Grove.
Yeah, that's fine.
And pass turn to you.
Go ahead.
On top, take no damage, and then draw.
Yep.
Thinking. Take 1 damage from this brushland, go to 13, and I will play a Wild Growth
Yep, that happens.
on this plane. And then thinking. Pass turn to you.
Land go.
On top, no damage, draw.
Yep.
One damage from this brushland and play an exploration.
Sure.
Okay, can do 3 lands for turn. Faster.
Pass turn.
On top, no damage, draw.
Mm-hmm.
Tap this plane with Wild Growth, and I will play a Seal of Cleansing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thinking. I'm at 12. It's your turn.
Pass turn.
On top and then draw.
Mm-hmm.
Take no damage, and I'll play Enchantress Presence.
Counter spell.
Pass turn.
Go ahead.
Number of cards in your hand, 7.
6.
6. Draw. Thinking. Play a Serra Sanctuary. Pass turn to you.
Play a land. Go ahead.
Draw. I will play a plane and then thinking. Pass turn to you. 4 card in hand.
Pass turn. 7 cards in hand.
Okay, draw. I will tap this plane with Wild Growth, and I would like to play another Seal of Cleansing.
Sure.
Thinking. Pass turn to you.
Play a spell book.
Okay,
Pass turn.
draw.
Mm-hmm.
Like to fetch
Mm-hmm.
for a forest. Tap this forest, and I will play a Wild Growth on these plains.
Sure.
Pass turn.
Ivory Tower.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
6 card in hand.
7 cards in hand.
7 card. Okay, on top. And then draw.
Yep.
Tap this forest, and I'll play an exploration.
All the explorations.
Yes. I need one more. Okay.
Oh, well, fair enough. I'll let you have that one if you find it too.
Okay. And thinking. And I will pass the turn to you.
I will gain 3 on the upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card. Pass turn.
On top, draw. I will play another Seal of Cleansing.
Enjoy.
Pass the turn to you.
End of turn, I'm going to cast Impulse.
Okay.
Untap. Gain 4 life. Draw a card. Go ahead.
Draw. Yeah, fetch. And then thinking. Faster.
Boy. Upkeep or end step, I should play Impulse.
Okay.
Upkeep. Gain 4 life.
51.
Draw a card. Pass the turn.
Draw.
Yep.
I will tap the forest and play a Mise Guile.
Mirror's Guile happens.
Okay. Pass turn.
Upkeep, gain 4 life. Draw a card. Say go.
What do you say?
I'm saying pass.
Okay. On top, draw. On top, sorry. Mise Guile trigger.
Yep.
1, 2, and 3. I will draw this. Draw.
Yep.
I'll try to cast. I've got an Enchantress.
I'll foil that.
Okay. Thinking. Pass turn to you.
Untap. I'll gain 3 life.
58.
Draw a card. Go ahead.
On top, at first, I see the trigger of Mise Guile. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. At the end of the upkeep, I will fetch.
Sure.
I will take a forest. Then I draw.
Mm-hmm.
I will tap this and I will play a Parallax Wave.
Parallax wave is a thing.
Thinking.
I believe in you.
Pass turn.
Upkeep, gain 5 life.
43.
Draw a card. Play a land. Pass the turn.
On top,
Mm-hmm.
first this goes to 4, and then Miri's Guile trigger.
Yep, absolutely.
1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's try this. I will draw this.
Sure.
I will tap 4, and I like to play an Opalescence.
Let's cast a null on that.
Okay. And then thinking. I will tap Serra Sanctum for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. For 11.
Mm-hmm.
And with 4, this goes to 1. I like to cast a Replenish.
I'll thwart.
Okay. And number of cards in your hand?
Oh, I still got 7.
Uh-huh. Think.
Yep, take your time.
Think. I like to cast a Worship.
Worship resolves.
Another Parallax Wave.
That resolves as well.
Pass turn to you.
Oh, so now my Black Vice is just for show in a little bit. I like it.
Got 1 card.
Let's see here. I gained 3 on the upkeep. I'm at 46. Land. Pass the turn.
On top,
Yep.
this goes to 3. And this goes to 4.
Yep.
Trigger from this guy. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Yeah. I like to cast another Seal of Cleansing.
All the Seal of Cleansings. You got it.
And I will pass the turn to you.
All right. This is an exciting match.
Okay, I think so.
Go away. All right. Upkeep game 3. Draw a card. Play a land. Go ahead.
Think.
Take all the time you need.
first resolve. Okay, on top. My turn.
Yep.
Resolve the Mirror's Guide trigger.
Absolutely.
Draw this.
Yep.
This one, two. Oh, this way. Chop 2, 1. And this I will play an Enchantress Presence.
Yep, that happens.
Okay, these are 3 and 2, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. It's all right. They're there.
Pass the turn to you.
Upkeep. Gain 3 life. Draw a card. Pass turn.
You can chop.
Mm-hmm.
2 and 1.
Yep.
Mirror's Guide trigger.
Yep.
Draw this. Top 1, I'll play an Elephant Grass.
Enjoy the elephant grass.
And I will draw.
Yep.
I will play first land of the turn. And I will pass to you.
All right. On my upkeep, I will gain 4 life.
Okay.
Draw a card. Play a land. Go ahead.
On top. Okay, this will go to the graveyard.
Sounds
This is
good.
at 0, this is at 1. And then Mirror's Guide trigger. 3, 1, 2, and 3. And I will go to 9 to fetch them away. And I will take a plane. And I will draw.
Okay.
Thinking. Draw or not? Okay, let's draw.
Sure.
This is quite good. Tap to forest, I will play a Cyber Library.
Enjoy the library.
And I will draw. I will play a brushland and I will pass the turn to you.
Sounds great. Upkeep, I gain 4. Pass the turn.
You can tap. 0, this goes to the graveyard. This is at 0.
Mhm.
And at first, Mirror's Guide trigger.
Yep.
2, 3. This. Can I ask you the number of cards that you have in your
Do you mean?
deck?
Sure. We're at this point of the game. I was wondering when we'd get there. 7. I have 31 in my deck.
Okay, me 27.
All right. We're winning the race.
That's quite sad. So just a moment, and I got that's quite the same. Okay, let's go to the Cyber Library.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
I do want to point out I haven't dealt a single point of damage in this entire match.
Let's see what happens. Okay, I will put these 2 and this brushland, and I will play another Enchantress Presence.
Enjoy.
I will draw. Then I tap this plane with Wild Growth and got a green mana in pool, and I will play an Exploration.
Enjoy.
Draw. And I will tap this 2 and I will play another Sterling Growth.
Sure.
Draw 1, draw 2. Pass the turn to you.
Upkeep. gain 5 with 65.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card. Play a land. Pass the turn.
Thinking.
Uh-huh.
End of turn, I tap plane, sacrifice one Sterling Grove.
Sure.
No, sorry. Not do this. Okay, untap.
Yep, no problem.
And at first, sorry, because I got all of these lands. This goes to the graveyard.
Yep.
And this is a Mirror's Guide trigger.
Yep.
1, 2, and 3. Okay. And then I will tap this forest, sacrifice one Sterling Grove.
Sure.
And put a solitary confinement there.
Okay.
And then there is the Cyber Library trigger.
Yep.
1, 2, and 3. And I will draw this. The forest.
Mm-hmm.
Think it.
Take it down.
Tap this plane with Wild Growth, and I will play another Sterling Grove.
Thinking. So triggers on the stack from your presences.
Yes.
Resolve your triggers first, please.
Okay. Draw one.
Mm-hmm.
And in response to the second trigger, I will tap this forest and sacrifice this Sterling Grove.
Sure.
So this is on the stack.
Correct.
I will take an operations, of course.
Mm-hmm. All right. Resolve the second trigger.
Okay, draw.
All right. Sterling Grove. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Tap this and this, and I will play another Sterling Grove.
All right. Resolve your triggers.
Draw one.
Mm-hmm.
Resolve the second, draw two. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm. I will tap this plane and play forest. Got 3 other lands that I can play. And this, let me think, this brushland. Okay, and I will play a solitary confinement.
I'll counterspell that.
Okay.
Actually, before we do that, put your triggers on the stack.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and draw your 2 or however you're going to do it.
Okay, draw 1.
Yep.
Draw 2. Okay.
Can I get a library account?
What do you say? Sorry.
May I please have a library account? After you resolve that last trigger. Your library. How many cards are left?
Okay. $14.
Thinking. So that is on the stack, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to counterspell it.
Okay. Number of cards in your hands?
Oh, I got 8.
8.
Yep.
It's quite difficult.
You know, can't make it too easy on you, I guess.
Mm-hmm. There's not much I can do. I got to try, of course. Apsara Sanctuary. $17. I will recount.
Enjoy the 17 mana.
3. Okay, 17.
Yeah.
6. Okay, 17. I go to 11. And I like to cast Anopalescence.
Appalachians resolves. Let's trigger your stuff.
Okay. Draw 1.
Yep.
Draw 2.
Yep.
And I can play 2 other lands. I can play 3 other lands. I can play a forest.
All right.
And a brushland.
Yep.
And I'd like to change the phase, go to combat step.
Good old combat coming on over at my 65 life.
Okay, good. Okay. 8. Okay, just a moment, because I can.
I have no blocks, by the way. No blockers on my
Of
side.
course, I'm not good at math in English, so okay,
all
I
good.
can start with these 3 and with this not with these 2, and with that.
Okay. I trust whatever math you come up with.
Okay.
I don't think it's 65, though.
24 damage.
Woo! Let's take that. $41.
No, just a moment, I will count.
Okay, no problem. I was at 65. We'll go back there.
Okay, just a moment. There's one exploration more.
All one sneaky exploration, I tell you.
Okay. Okay, 25.
Woo! I'm at 40.
And king. That's the turn to you. How many cards do you have? Sorry, how many cards do you have in your hand?
In my hand, I currently have 8 cards.
8 cards.
Yeah, we're doing a whole lot of nothing.
I'd like to sacrifice 1 Seal of Cleansing targeting your library. No, not the library, sorry, Ivory Tower.
Sure,
At the end
absolutely.
of the turn.
Sounds good.
And pass the turn to you.
All right, untap. Don't gain any life. Sad faces. Play a land.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Going on top. We just got trigger. They take 1 damage, sorry. Go to 8.
Woo! Got damage in there. Yes.
Okay, just like this. And then draw. I don't care about Cyber Library. And I will play this. And I will go to combat.
Swingy, swingy, swingy.
$27.
Take 27 for me.
I will play. Okay. Thinking. Pastor.
All right. Cards in library.
$11. Okay, I know what you can do. Okay, now I understand.
Yeah.
I'm a little, yes. I'm a little slow.
It's okay.
Okay.
Draw a card. Thinking. Whew. You said you have 11 cards in the library?
Yes. Just a moment.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly 11.
Okay. All right. I wonder. All right. Is there a way I can do this to produce one more mana? I think so. All right. Claws of Gix.
Okay.
That's on the stack. Float of mana.
Okay.
Days.
Okay.
Do not pay. Land for turn. One floating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 minus 3 should be 11. Stroke you for 11. You should not have a draw.
Okay, so now you got 1 mana floating in pool, and you got
1 mana. Yep. So 1 mana plus 2. So that's paying for the initial cost of stroke, right?
Okay.
Because it costs 3 mana plus X. So then
11, exactly 11.
Yep. I just had to figure out if I had a way to make that extra 1 mana.
Thinking, of course, because there is nothing I can do. Tap. So, play this card at 0. You take 1 mana. Okay. And I draw all my deck.
Okay.
And then you won this game, of course.
Woo!
Okay.
That was a good game, man.
Yes.
Would you like to play or draw for
Only
me?
1 hour 30. Only 1 hour, because we start at 9:30. My hour 9:30. Okay, 9:30. So not too much. Not too much.
Yeah, you're definitely playing very efficiently, and I'm trying to as well. I'm not really doing all that much. I'm just kind of sitting here.
I absolutely forgot the existence of that card in your deck. And that's my fault.
I've done it a million times. Like, oh, there's this one card that can actually win. What?
Okay.
Yeah.
1-1.
1-1 indeed.
Oh.
Tell telling you, my stasis have been excellent in this match so far. So good. I don't know. It seems like the biggest threat right now is like Ivory Tower.
Yes, I should destroy that before.
Now you know.
Some turn before, yes. Because 4 Seal of Cleansing was absolutely an overkill. But I wasn't prepared for it. And that's very interesting. And I paid. I learned it the hard way, of course.
Oh, absolutely. And this is not your usual stasis build at all. It's got a couple of little weird things in it.
Yes.
Just a few little weird things.
Oh my god.
Hey. Well, there you go. Efficiency. Yeah, and that was how the first game was too. Was I was sitting with Stroke in my hand. And it's like, well, if I draw enough counter spells, I can probably get there. I was really scared you were gonna like solitary into like replenish.
Yes, that's why you countered that. Yes.
Yeah, I was like so scared. All right,
No,
I'm gonna go refill my water real quick, Fetty. I'll be right back. Middle is fine for me.
Okay. And to you, middle on 1.
All right, sounds good.
So I start.
Yes, you do.
Did you draw? I haven't seen.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
sorry.
Yep. Okay, just a moment thinking.
Yep, take your time.
I will move at 6.
Oh, okay.
Just a moment. Let's see. Okay. As you prefer.
Yep, as you want to, my friend.
2, 1, 3. Okay, I will keep, and I will put and
I will.
so I can go.
Yep, I will keep. And you go.
Okay, I will play a forest, tap this forest, and play a carpet of flowers.
Oh, hold on. That's not a nice card at all. Thinking. Turn one carpet of flowers, huh? Huh?
Yes.
Man, it's a tough decision. Yeah, blah. That's rough. Yeah, that's fine.
Pastor.
Ugh, I could pay for that. We're gonna see. Ivory Tower.
Okay. I've seen this scene before. Okay.
Yes, you've seen this.
Untap and then draw.
Sure.
And then think. Got a green mana.
Woo!
And play a Zero Sanctuary.
Yep.
And with this green mana and this Zero Sanctuary, I would like to play an Argotian Enchantress.
That one I am going to foil.
Okay.
With an island and a stasis.
Okay. Pass turn to you.
Go ahead.
A card in your hand, sorry.
3 beautiful cards in my hand.
3 beautiful. Okay. On top and then draw.
Yup.
Two green mana.
Yep.
With 1 green, I'm going to play an exploration.
Indeed.
Tap this for 2. And with this green, I like to play a City of Solitude.
Oh, good lord, my friend. Come on in.
Pass turn to you.
Yep.
Sorry. I can hear you. Your volume.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't understood.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Somebody just stepped into where I was for a second. All right. So City of Solitude is on the stack, huh? Oh, yo. I'm going to float 2 and gush.
Okay. Great. So
I don't know if great's actually the word, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. I'm going to annul the City of Solitude.
Okay.
1 mana floating to do nothing.
Pass turn to you.
Upkeep. I gain a life. Woo!
Oh.
Draw a card. Play a land. Go ahead.
Draw.
Yep.
One white.
Yes, indeed.
And a brushland.
Yep.
Tap this forest and play an exploration.
Exploration happens.
Okay. Tap this Serra Sanctuary for 3. Got a
Yep.
white mana in pool, and I will play Opalations.
Where? Yeah, that happens.
Got no card in hand,
Yep.
and I like to swing
All right.
for 2.
I'll take 2.
Pastor.
Upkeep. I will gain a life.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card. Play a land. Go ahead.
On top, then draw.
Mm-hmm.
Got 2 green mana. And tap this forest, and I will play Enchantress Presence.
That one we're going to also say no. We're going to say no to that.
Okay. And I will like to swing for 3.
1, 2, 3.
Pass turn to you.
All right.
My Enchantress aggro deck.
No life gained on my part.
And life gain is on your side.
Yeah, that's something. Interesting match, I'll say. Land for turn.
Okay.
Man, you can draw like so much manas ever. So much manas. Tap 3 and play a Temporal Adept.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
On top.
3 cards in
draw.
hand.
This is the right card at the right moment.
What?
But not very good. Okay.
No. Can't have both of those at the same time.
3 white mana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this forest, and I will play a Sterling Grove.
Thwart.
Oh. I like to swing with these 2 exploration.
Take 2.
Pastor.
Upkeep. Gain a life. Go ahead.
On top.
Yep.
Just a moment. The ability costs 3 blue, of course.
Yes, it does. 3 blue.
Yes, 3 blue. Okay, on top. And
Yep.
then draw. This is quite good. Only 1. 1 white.
Sure.
And 1 white. Yes. Doesn't change anything. Tap the Serra Sanctuary for 4, and I will play another Opalations.
It's kind of disgusting. Thinking.
Yes.
So my face is gonna hurt. Yep, that resolves.
Okay, I'm gonna swing for 4, 5, and 6.
Yep.
Pastor.
Upkeep. Gain 1. Draw a card. Play a land. Go ahead.
On top.
Mm-hmm.
And then draw.
Yep.
I like to swing with that.
I'm gonna boomerang one of your opalescences. I will take 2.
Oh, yes, of course. Then thinking. Second main phase. This goes to 2 white. And I will tap these 2. And I will play Opalations.
Yep, that happens.
And I pass turn to you.
Draw. Land. Pass the turn.
Untap.
Mm-hmm.
And then draw.
Mm-hmm.
Tap this forest. Gonna play an exploration.
Sure.
No. Sorry. Not tap this forest. Get 3 mana. And these 2 will play an exploration.
Sure.
Got 2 mana. And then I will go to combat phase.
Yep. Did you just play exploration? Would one of those have summoning sickness?
Sorry. Of course.
No, you're all right. I was just making sure I was on the right track. I'll bounce one of your. I'll bounce one of your Appalachians.
Okay. So you take 2.
Yep, take 2.
Go to set the number of cards in your hands.
1, 2, 3, 4 cards in hand.
Tap the Serra Sanctuary and play another Opalations.
That happens.
Pass turn to you.
Untap. Draw a card.
Number of cards now 5.
5 cards, indeed. What a day it is. Play a land.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Untap.
Mm-hmm.
And then draw.
Yep.
I will go to combat step.
Do the whole bouncing of one of the Opalescences.
Okay. So we take 3 damage.
Yep.
Thinking. Now I go to main phase 2.
Absolutely. Main phase 2 happens.
Got this 4 mana in pool.
Oh, good lord.
4 white mana.
4 white mana.
And then thinking. With this 4 white mana, I like to play a replenish.
Oh. Yuck. Yeah, you got this one.
Okay.
I will be on the play.
Just thinking.
Middle on top is fine.
Okay, and you too, middle on top.
Sure. That good, huh?
Just thinking.
Absolutely. I'm gonna end up keeping.
Oh, let's thinking. I will move to 6.
Alrighty.
As you prefer.
Middle on top as always.
Move to 5.
Yuck. Sorry.
But if you start with black vice, that's not bad news for me.
That's true, but I don't think Black Vice has been how I've been winning these games, to be fair. I may or may not have sided all my vices out. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Let's see what happens.
Indeed.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Not to worry. I'm drinking the beer.
Middle on top is always fine. Yeah. No beer for me. I'm just drinking water.
Okay. Because for me, it's night. And I know that in the afternoon, maybe it's not good. Okay, I will keep and I will... That's quite sad. 1. Quite difficult, I got to say. And it's 2. Sadly, yes.
Alrighty.
And it's your go.
Island go.
Draw.
Yep.
Forest, tap the forest, wild growth, faster.
End of turn, chain of vapor. Yep. End of turn, chain of vapor, your wild growth.
Okay.
Untap. Draw. Land. Go ahead.
Untap, draw. Play a forest, tap the forest, and play wild growth.
Yes.
Faster.
End of turn, boomerang the forest with the wild growth on it.
Very interesting. Faster.
Untap. Draw.
Wait.
Land. Temporal adept.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Tap, draw. Play a forest. Okay, let's try. Tap 2 and play an Unbroken Enchantress.
Days.
Faster.
Draw. Land. Bounce a forest. Go ahead.
Untap, draw. Play a forest. Tap the forest and play an exploration.
That's fine.
I will play a plane. Faster.
Play a land.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Untap. And then draw. Okay, let's see. tap the forest and play a carpet of flowers.
Sure.
I like to go to the main 2.
Sure, that trigger on the stack, bounce the flowers.
Okay, so I got no mana.
Mhm.
Okay, you do it in the combat step.
Yes.
Okay. And I really fear a Stasis Sum coming, but I tap forest and I like to replay the carpet of flowers.
A null.
Great, faster.
Pass the turn.
Untap and then draw.
Yep.
Play a brushland.
Yep.
Tap this 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like to play a City of Solitude.
Counterspell.
Pass turn.
Pass turn.
Untap.
Yep.
Draw.
Yep.
Tap this 3. Gonna play another City of Solitude.
Jesus. I'm gonna thwart.
Okay. Pass turn.
Pass turn.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
I have 3 cards in my hand.
3 cards. Okay, let's draw. Tap this 2. I like to play an Argotian Enchantress.
Thinking.
Okay.
Thwart. 2 cards in hand.
Last turn.
Cast Stasis.
Oh. That's the card. Card in hand, 2.
1 card in hand.
1 card in hand. Okay, let's draw. Pass turn.
End of turn. Add it back my Stasis.
Mm-hmm.
Untap. Draw. Play a land. Cast the Stasis.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw.
Yep.
Pass turn.
End of turn. Add it back the Stasis.
Mm-hmm.
Untap. Draw. Play the Stasis.
Great.
Land. Go.
Mm-hmm. 1 card in hand.
1 card in hand. It's a beautiful card.
Okay, draw. Draw.
Yep. You're good.
5 card in hand. Pass turn to you.
Do you mind if I shortcut this at the end of turn? Just let me know if you
Okay. No problem.
Yep.
I understand the trick.
Yep. Do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to leave it like that just as we shortcut it. Just so
Okay.
we know what's going on.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Draw.
Yep.
Pass turn.
End of turn. Impulse.
Mm-hmm.
and then shortcut and do the thing.
Yes.
All right. Untap, draw. That. Pass the turn.
Draw.
Yep.
7 card in hand, pass turn.
All right. And a turn impulse.
Okay.
Bounce. Untap step. Draw step. Play the stasis.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Number of cards in your hand, 3 now.
4 now.
4 now. Oh, 4
Yep.
is a better number. Okay, let's draw.
Yep.
I will discard the Cross Reclamation and pass turn to you.
All right. End of turn. Bounce the stasis. Draw a card. Play the stasis. Land. Black Vice.
Okay.
Go ahead.
3 damages. Go to 17. And then
Yep.
draw. Discard the Enchantress Presence and pass turn to you.
Bounce the stasis. Untap, draw, play the stasis. Land, go ahead.
3 damages. Go to 14 and then draw.
Yep.
Discard Starting Grove, pass turn.
All right. Bounce stasis. Draw a card, play stasis. Play a land, go.
3 damages. Go to 11. Draw. Play a forest. Tap this forest and this plane. I'd like to cast a Seal of Cleansing.
Counterspell.
Pass turn to you.
Three mana, bounce stasis. Draw, paper stasis. Claws of Gix.
Okay.
Gush.
Okay.
Land for turn. Go ahead.
2 damages. Draw. Play a Brushland. Number of cards in your hands?
I got 4 currently, 2 of which you know are islands.
Pass turn.
Bounce stasis. Untap. Draw. Land for turn. Play stasis.
Okay.
Go ahead.
2 damages. Draw.
Yep.
Play a forest. Take 1 damage. And I'll play a Seal of Cleansing.
Sure.
Pass turn.
End of turn, bounce your Seal of Cleansing.
Okay, you got a Chain of Vapor or something like this in your hand. Play like this. Did you play your Boomerang?
I did play my 1 boomerang early in the game.
Okay.
Yep.
So you got the Chain of Vapor. Okay. And how many cards do you have in your hand?
Currently, you know I have 1 island plus 3 cards unknown. So 4 cards total.
Okay, thinking.
Yep, take your time, man.
I'll sacrifice my seal of cleansing, targeting your vice.
Targeting my vice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got it.
Faster.
Let's see. Upkeep. Pay for stasis.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Forsaken City. Pass the turn.
Draw.
Yep.
Faster.
End of turn. Chain of Vapor, my stasis.
Mm-hmm.
I will also bounce. I will sacrifice 1 land and bounce your exploration.
Okay, I think we can go to game 5 because I know that I can win this game.
Okay, absolutely.
Yes. It's just...
Yep, it was getting to that point. You weren't
utopistic.
wrong. What was that?
It's just like utopistic. I don't know if there is an English word, but in Italian, just like utopia to win a game like this. I don't know what.
You don't know how to get out of it?
You say a sanctum in a row and then play replenish and you without counter. Absolutely. It's impossible.
I get that 100%.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so. It's very difficult to side against you.
Yeah?
Because of a lot of things that I cannot say.
Fair enough. I believe you.
At the end of the game, because
I mean, I'll take that as a compliment, I suppose.
yes, yeah, that's absolutely a compliment. Yes.
All right.
Uh,
I'm going to go refill my water.
You're going to attack me on too many angles. I see this brain freeze right in my brain.
I haven't even pulled out the dice trick where I just keep a dice right here and I start ticking it up for every spell.
When I see the dice, I know that it's like the ending.
I'm going to go refill my water real quick, my friend. I'll be right back.
Okay, now I'm going to...
Yeah, do your whatever you need to do. Middle is fine.
Okay. So I start.
Yes, you do. I will keep.
I will keep 2.
All right.
So I play a forest, top forest, and I like to play a wild growth.
Wild growth happens.
And I pass the turn to you.
Island, Black Vice.
On top, take 1 damage. And then draw.
Yep.
Play this plane. Tap this forest with wild growth, and I like to play a cyber library.
That's fine.
Pass the turn to you.
Play a land, pass the turn.
On top, take no damage, and see what I got.
You got stuff. Oh, this dice is going to stay right here as a storm counter, just so you know.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Let me check. Okay, this is my top deck. Just a moment.
Yep, take your time.
I will draw only 1.
Oh, okay.
I will play a Serra Sanctum.
Yep.
I will tap this 3 and play a City of Solitude.
Storm count of 1.
Okay.
Don't worry, you're fine, man. I'm gonna annul. I will annul that though.
Okay. Pass turn to you.
All right. Storm count goes back to 0. Land for turn. Pass with 5.
I'm at okay. 3 card in hand. No damage. Let's see.
No damages.
Okay. Thinking. I will pay 4 life.
Uh-oh. Put you at 15, my friend.
Tap this and got a green mana in pool and play an exploration.
1 mana in pool? Sure. Exploration happens.
Exploration happens. Green mana and play, and I will play a Sterling Grove.
Sure, that happens.
Thinking. Pass the turn to you.
Ooh, that was exciting. Oh, play an island. Pass the turn.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
I currently only have 5 cards in my hand.
5. Too much.
Too much.
Too much.
Too much. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Okay, but this is quite good. Okay, let's try this. Let's roll only 1.
Okay.
Tap the plane, and this forest got a green floating mana, and I will play another Sterling Grove.
Sure.
Thinking. Pass the turn to you.
God, my back is old. Draw a card.
Okay.
Play a Forsaken City.
Hmm.
I know, right?
That's the time.
It is the time. It is the place. But
It's the
unfortunately,
time of the Stasis, when
yeah,
the love runs high.
we don't have it, though. We don't have it. Pass turn.
On top, and then draw. No, not draw. Let's see. I will draw this and put that at the top. Thinking. Tap this forest with wild growth. Got a green mana in pool.
Mm-hmm.
And I will play a wild growth on this plane.
It's a sexy wild growth.
Okay, and I got this green mana pool. You got 3, 4, 5.
Got 5 mana and 5 cards in hand.
Okay, and that's quite dangerous. Quite dangerous.
Not dangerous at all.
Pass the turn to you.
Draw a step. Play a island.
Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep, 6 manas. Go ahead.
On top, let's
Yep.
see. Have a library. 1, 2, and 3. That's absolutely bad. I will draw this. Got a green mana pool, play wild growth on this plane.
All the wild growths. You got it. One storm count.
Is this just like talking with the
I'm telling you, it's mind games,
the
baby. You know,
in the head, just like I don't remember what in English. Just
it's all good.
okay. And pass the turn to you.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Play a land for turn.
Okay.
And, back to our regular programming.
On top, let's see.
Yep.
Oh.
Are those good cards?
This is quite interesting. I will play Nargotian Enchantress.
Counterspell.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
I got 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you can have an upheaval. Or how to say in English. That's the card that I hear.
The people that makes everything.
You have it. I know that you have it. Okay.
You know that I have it?
I know.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Storm counts at 2, though.
Okay. But this, I'm laughing because I'm nervous laughing, not.
I'll get you. You're fine,
Okay.
man.
Okay. I'm sweating on the cards. You don't see it, but I'm doing.
I believe you.
And in house, I got. It's winter here. Okay, let's see. Thinking.
Dad, I learned how to build good.
That's good, bud.
I will play a Seal of Cleansing and got a floating green mana pool.
Sure. Seal cleansing happens.
Seal of Cleansing happens.
Oh, it happens.
Okay.
Storm count is
okay. I like Terra Sanctum for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
uh-huh.
And with 4, I like to cast a Parallax Wave.
Yep. Storm count is 5. Or 4, I should say.
And with the other, just a moment.
Yeah, take your time.
With the other 4, I like to cast Anopalescence.
Are you no mana floating?
1 mana floating, yes.
Marasaka. Means I have to do it the bad way. Thwart the Appalachians.
Pass the turn to you.
Okay, storm count is 0. There you
Oh, now I feel better.
go. Well, there's always next turn.
Okay, I'm top.
Yep.
This goes to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Cyber Library. 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
I will draw that. Pass turn to you.
All right. End of turn. I'm going to stroke myself for 5.
Okay.
Any responses?
No. Got any responses?
What was that? Well, I did it. I'm breaking all your rules, so you'll be all right. I just don't care that much at the moment. This does not untap. Upkeep. We are going to go ahead and, well, Daze is kind of useless, so we're going to exile a Daze to untap that. Draw a card. Play a land.
Okay.
7 cards in hand, pass.
Let's see. Okay, this goes to 3.
Yep.
Cyber Library. 1, 2, and 3. I will draw. Pay for life. Go to 11.
Yep.
Play land, and then pass the turn to you.
Pass the turn to me, huh? Well. At end of turn, I'm going to boomerang your planes with the 2 wild growths on it.
That's great.
Untap. Draw. Play a land. Go ahead.
Number of cards in your hand, 7.
7 cards in hand.
Okay. End of turn, I like to fetch.
All right.
Go to 10. Take a blade. Okay, this goes to 2.
All right.
Cyber Library. 1,
Yep.
2, and 3. Okay. Thinking. It's very dangerous.
Very dangerous, I tell you.
That's very dangerous.
I believe you.
And I will pay for life.
Okay.
And I will play a plane. And I will tap this forest with wild growth. With a green mana pool. And I'll tap this 2. And play an Enchantress Presence.
I will cast Thwart.
Okay.
Storm count is 2.
I will play an island, the second land of the turn, of course, and with that, I will play another Seal of Cleansing.
Storm count is 3.
And I pass the turn to you.
All right. End of turn. I am going to gush.
Okay.
Storm count is 4. Draw 2 cards. Thinking how we do this. Things are about to pop off, my friend.
I hope not, or yes, I don't know.
It's not the right time. No, it's not the right time. Sorry, it's not popping off. Storm count is 0.
Okay.
Draw. Land. I'm going to play an ivory tower, though.
How many cards do you have in your hand now?
Currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 cards. Okay. Because you gashed. Okay.
Yep. And then I'm going to play and, we do the thing and pass the turn.
I'm thinking. Untap. At first, untap. Cyber Library. Okay, this goes to 1. Sorry.
Yep. No worries.
I'm at 6.
You are at 6.
I will draw this.
Mm-hmm.
Tap this forest with wild growth.
Yep.
In this plane, got a green mana in pool, and I will play an Argotian Enchantress.
Yeah, that happens. Storm count of 1.
Pass the turn to you.
Okay. No storming for me. Gain 3 life. Draw a card. Play a land, say go.
Okay, on top.
Yep.
This goes to 0. Let's see. Cyber Library. 1, 2, and 3.
Obviously, you want to draw all 3 cards, right?
What? Okay, yes. Got 3 cards, but I didn't draw. I got 1 card in my hand.
I'm just messing with you, Fede. I'm just messing.
Let's
You're fine.
Let's thinking I will do just like this. Draw. Thinking. Yes, just like this. Okay. Top this forest will wild growth and this plane got a green mana in pool, and I will play another Seal of Cleansing.
Sure.
And I will draw.
Yep. Storm count of 1.
This green mana, I'm going to play an exploration. This is the exploration.
Yeah.
Chickens
I'll cast days on it. Storm count of 2.
Your cast dates.
Yep.
Okay, this goes to the graveyard and I draw.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. How many cards do you have now in your hand?
I should have 6 cards in my hand.
Okay, so you gain 2 and then I pass the turn to you.
All right. Untap. Yep, gain 2. Draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Play a land.
Mm-hmm.
Say go.
And tap. This goes to the graveyard. And Sava Library trigger. 1, 2, and 3. Always the same things. And I will draw this. And I will tap Forest with Wild Growth and a Plane. Got a green mana in pool. And I will play a Sterling Grove.
Sure. Storm count of 1.
Okay.
You may draw your trigger.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's draw. I like to play an Exploration.
Sure. Resolve your trigger.
Thinking. Draw. Pass turn.
All right. Upkeep. Gain 2. Draw a card.
Yes.
Play a land.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And tap.
Yep.
Cyber Library. Let's see. 1, 2, and 3. Thinking. How many cards do you have in your hand?
Currently, I have 6.
Okay. Thinking. I will tap 1. No, sorry. This is the Cyber Library. Sorry.
No problem.
Just confused.
You're
And
good.
I will draw this. Tap this 3. No. Tap this 2 and this category mana and pool. I like to play an Hour of Silence.
Sure.
And I will draw.
Yep.
Thinking.
Mm-hmm. Storm count is 1.
Okay, let's thinking. How many cards do you have in your hand?
Still 6 cards.
6 cards. Okay. Thinking. Tap this.
Mm-hmm.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 11.
Mm-hmm.
11. And just thinking.
Oh, did you draw off your Aura of Silence for Enchantress, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. I like to play Solitary Confinement.
Storm count of 2.
Uh-huh.
I will annul that one.
Okay.
Storm count of 3.
No trigger. I will pay 1.
Oh, you do trigger Enchantress. It's when you cast, correct? So you still draw a card.
And I will sacrifice 1 sterling growth in response to the trigger.
Sure.
Now I take a City of Solitude.
Uh-huh.
Now I will draw this.
Yep.
This queen. This goes to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I like to play a City of Solitude.
I'm gonna cast. That's 4. Go ahead and trigger your Enchantress.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let that trigger resolve.
Okay. Okay, so let's think it. This goes to 4.
No, the trigger for Enchantress is resolving.
Okay, but I will sacrifice this.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gotcha. Solitude's still on the stack, though. This was what I wanted to make sure.
Thinking. Take this operations.
Okay.
Put that on top.
Mm-hmm.
And so I draw it.
All right. Solitude's still on the stack. We are going to impulse. Storm count is at 5. We are going to resolve that, and we are going to annul the City of Solitude.
Okay. How many
Storm
cards do you
count
have
is
in your hand now?
I now have 4 cards in hand. How much mana you got floating? A bunch?
4.
4? Okay.
And on top, and I can play another land
Sounds
because
good.
of the exploration. Thinking.
Take your time. And I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana available, just so you know.
This goes to 2, and I will play another Seal of Cleansing.
So many seals of cleansing. They resolve.
And I will draw.
Okay.
Okay, I go to main 2.
Okay. Sounds good. Storm count is at 7.
Okay. And I like to sacrifice my Seal of Cleansing, targeting your... I'm at 4. Targeting your Black Vice.
I will respond by Chain of Vaporing my Black Vice.
I like to sacrifice another.
All right, you got the Black Vice.
Okay. How many cards do you have in your hand?
I now have 3 cards in my hand. Storm count is at 8.
Yes, I know it. Got 3 cards.
I got 3 cards.
Think. Pass the turn to you.
End of turn. I'm gonna go ahead and brain freeze you.
Oh, it's time. How many?
That is for 9 copies, so 9 times 3 is 27.
Ok. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 4, 25, 6, 27. Got 1 card left.
Woo! All right.
Pass the turn to you.
Untap. Draw a card.
Okay, let's see what I got. Mm-hmm.
Trying to think. Didn't gain any life, obviously. That didn't happen. Pass the turn and hold on upkeep, please.
On top. Upkeep.
Mana short.
Okay, response. I will tap this forest with wild growth. And I will play across a reclamation.
I'm going to cast a foil. 1 card in hand.
Okay, sorry, with this plane, of course. So I got a green mana pool.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to foil your Croson Wreck.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm going to cast it for its Flashback Coast.
I thought you did. You just played it from your graveyard.
Okay, sorry, I absolutely confused. Absolutely confused, of course. Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So that was from your graveyard, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Sorry.
Okay. No, you're all good.
Mm-hmm. And so I go to draw step.
So all your mana should be tapped.
Yes. There's quite nothing I can do, I think. Let's see. What's the card? And that's an incredible forest. But let's see what I can do in this. You are at 27.
Yep.
You're at 27. Oh, I got Enchantress presence. Nothing to do. That's your game.
All right, man.
That's great.
Great game. Great game.
Great game.
Absolutely, man.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
Very difficult. That's test of endurance. What time? It's okay for me. It's 15 minutes to midnight.
Oh,
so
good
we
Lord.
played just like 2 hours and 40 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I really love this game. I like this kind of game, and yes,
It was very interesting. Like it's like I can never let a City of Solitude resolve ever.
yes. I don't think that I played very well.
I think you did.
I need to put a more rational line, but it's very difficult because I got the pressure of Stasis. And it's like the perfect line is just like finding 2 City of Solitude, Opalescence, and then 2 Replenish. And against control, normal control, I can do that. But against you, and also I know that you got Ana Feeble, and knowing that I can't close in 1 turn, that's really putting me under pressure. But that's what you do, and that's great.
Yeah, no, I don't think you played badly at all. You did really well with your Sanctums and double spelling. So it's just I have so very few cards I have to counter, especially so I actually boarded out all but one of my stasises in this match because they're just not effective, in my opinion, or as effective as I want them to be. And so my plan is the brain freeze, upheaval into dropping a vice.
Yes, I fear a lot.
Yep. So that's where I was at. But it's still scary because if you can set up a way, especially with Sanctum, like a turn that's like, because I'm letting all your enchantments resolve, it's like Sanctum tap, do a bunch of stuff, you're drawing, I'm countering, and then like your second land drop is a reset your Sanctum, I'm screwed.
Yes. And
so that's the scary thing. And you did that to me a couple times where it's just like, you got too many spells that I cannot counter. And I think a big thing in both of those last matchups is like you didn't see a carpet of flowers early.
I don't see the carpet of flower. Yes,
well,
but
I think that's huge.
It's like I need an earlier Enchantress presence on Aragotian Enchantress to make some card advantage and then go for the line. That is like okay, Opalescence, you counter Opalescence. I try replenish. I try the second replenish, and that's my strategy. But with that, yes. So carpet of flowers would be very useful. Yes,
absolutely. And at some point, like early game, probably up until like turn 5, 6, 7, somewhere in there, I'm countering the the presences or whatever. And then after that, I start not to care as much, just because at that point we've drawn so many cards, and my plan is now I want you to draw cards.
When you countered when you countered my second exploration in this game with dates, I don't know if that was just like you need to see if I tap one, so the next turn you could play Stasis. That's what I fear, because that exploration make me think that if you counter, or you are bluffing. I don't know what to say in English.
That days was a bluff working into a high storm count we had.
Yes. I don't really need that exploration, but
yeah. It was just to see if I could. Yeah, it was just to see if I could make you tap some resources, replay it, and get that thought in your mind. Like, I've definitely with the brain freeze more so now than initially. Is like, I'll play the mind games with it. Is like I'll start doing this, and it is something you have to be concerned about. Because what was that brain freeze when I finally had it? Was 27 cards.
Yeah. I got 28. Yes.
Or 28 cards. Yeah. So it's
3 times 9.
Yes. You play for 27, but I got 28. But that's
so, then you have to draw. Yeah.
So that's what I was playing for. I never did see the upheaval, so that did not happen.
Upheaval is a one of, I'm assuming.
One of in the sideboard. Yep.
Let me say. Okay. I think that the first game that you win milling me, I was very, very unprepared. So I'm going to justify me for not destroying your. But I think this last game, I could have played in a different way. But I was really, really, really under pressure because, as I said, I played before against Stasis, but Stasis attack only in one angle. And when I say that I got 4 cards in my hand and some Seal of Cleansing and Aura of Silence protected with double Sterling Grove, I can do whatever I want.
Yes, but you can.
Against you, that you got this, I don't know, a specific counter on my win condition that I only play only 2. And attacking me from the upheaval angle, so I need to restart. And maybe I take damage from the Black Vice. And there is also the Temporal Adept that puts me really in a bad situation because, of course, in Game 3, I took out all the creatures removal. And when I saw that, I say, okay, I really thought that you didn't side the Temporal Adept because I thought maybe Temporal Adept is more for Dreadnought or similar things. But I didn't arrive, I say in English, thinking that the trick, that I see you doing this. I didn't know. That's very interesting because you play this rebounds of your Stasis
Yep.
and taste and say, okay, why didn't I think about that before? And that's absolutely great. That's absolutely great. And
Yep.
that's a
And
game that I like a lot. And yes.
you did excellent. Like I've been working on this a lot. I've worked on it with Rich Shea and Adrian Sullivan out of Madison, a lot of guys. And a big thing that I wish Stasis players would do is realize that you don't always have to go just all in on taking them tap down with a black vice. There are great options. Brain Freeze has been spectacular ever since I played it because of how it interacts against any non-blessings deck.
Yep.
The Tab Pro Adept came in against you because if I can get it early, it can really. And I got lucky seeing that boomerang into it. That's like perfect case, but it's like if I can do that, okay, that makes all your wild growths worse on your land, so I can just bounce those. Opalescences. I didn't win that game, but I can bounce an Opalescence.
Absolutely strange game. That was a unique game. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I didn't know. So you did game 3-side out all your parallaxes, probably? Did you side out all your...
I play with 61 cards and play a parallax and put in a parallax wave in the last game because I say, okay, let's see what happens with parallax wave. Then I let it slowly die, but I try to cast it just to prevent that you play Temporal Adept. Yes, and of course my side was just like this. I took out this 6, this Elephant Grass, this Worship, and this Parallax Wave, and I put in Crotal Reclamation, 2 City of Solitude, Hour of Silence. I don't know. Yes, Hour of Silence is good, but yes, Carpet of Flowers is very good. Yes.
Yeah, I mean the Carpet of Flowers I think is. You also mulliganed game 4 to like 5, right?
Yes.
So that's not something you can control at all.
Game 4 to 5, yes, and the last to 6.
Yeah,
I remember that. I thought that.
So there's some of that, but this matchup, I feel, with the way Stasis is set up for me, and especially in a version like yours that does not have like Words of Wind or any of the words ones, I feel much better.
Yes.
So I can attack this more with the separate strategy. If the War of Winds or whatever was in there, then it's like that's one more thing I have to counter that you can really sneak in there and screw me with.
Yeah.
Yes, there's not a bad idea to play.
Words of Wisdom would be fun, just gaining 5 life every turn.
I tried this version. I'm trying this version because I was in a heavy aggro meta.
Yep.
And so I say, okay, let's go with the full combo, Opalescence and Parallax Wave.
Yep.
So I can win simply top deck with that.
Absolutely.
And it happens a lot of time. But against control, of course, or a prison or things that just like this, I don't know how to say. It's very, very difficult. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think you're being harder on yourself than you should have. It's a different version of the deck that has weird lines, and I think you played it excellently. And we went to 5 great games, so it's not like it was a run over anyway at all. But no, man. Is there any chat questions? If we didn't lose anybody, put people to sleep.
Okay, it's been rotating. If you guys out there want to ask questions, just type them in. Go ahead, Fetty. What's up?
Didn't understand what you say. Sorry.
Oh, I was just talking to the viewers.
If chat had any questions.
Sorry, but my English is very bad, and if you talk not very slow, sometimes I dismiss all the words.
It's okay. We just asked if the Twitch chat had any questions for us.
Okay. Any question from Twitch? Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Just waiting for those.
Because I know you're.
My questions they popped up because everybody knows I'm an Enchantress person too. I know before you came in, Will, we had been talking about having blessings in the main deck because of it's just like yours. So that was definitely, it doesn't get around Stroke, but it gets around Brain Freeze pretty well. Getting decked is always annoying. I mean, there's ways around that, making the deck more aggressive, early on versus more of the slow grind build. If you're doing a slow grind build, the words of worship or bears or whatever, it lets you put something in, or a sacred mace, something like that just lets you
Yes.
go. I mean, I've lived 10 turns beyond drawing my deck out on Enchantress because of having a words card. So it's like those can be helpful, but
Yes.
I'm trying to think of anything else. Hidden Gibbons is sometimes an option. It under a stasis build, it just gets tapped for one attack, so it's not as good. I'm trying to think what else. Holistic Wisdom, I don't know if that would work in your build. It's nice to bring stuff back and just make it repetitive with the amounts of opalescence and replenish you have. That could be something, but it felt like you were drawing him every turn anyways, and he just had counters for you, so it was like So yeah, it was tough. And the way Will plays Stasis versus the way Ron Taylor plays Stasis or someone else on Mono Blue, just watching that match, that was a very different feel of how Stasis usually goes. So it definitely made it crazy, especially when you had the wizard bouncing the Stasis every freaking end step.
Yeah,
like,
that's
There
the
is
thing.
a version of Enchantress that play Mox Diamonds and Land Tax I've seen. And with the two
been curious
words,
about
the
it.
words of war and the words of, I don't remember the blue words, I don't remember the name.
Words of Win.
That's very interesting, yes.
Yep.
And it maybe it is good to give it that build a shot. Yes, yes.
The blue-green one's fun because you could, if you could have a Living Wish package to get certain things out, Sanctum and creatures. You could, or if you don't do it, you could still have sideboard options like what is it? Gilded. It's not Gilded Drake, is it? The one that takes a creature and switches it. I'm blanking if that's the right creature.
Yeah, it's Gilded Drake.
Yeah. With the blue, with how the Words of Wind's worded, you could technically, if the opponent's got a creature deck, use that, switch creatures, and then play an enchantment, and hope at some point they have to bounce it back to your hand. So, but that's a slow grind too. It just depends on what your kill method is.
And I don't mind the idea of blessings either in that deck because it does get around Brain Freeze.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also like the mana doesn't hurt you. You would love to recycle things.
Yeah.
Like recycle seals and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is, the advantage I have, at least with mine, is that Presence and Enchantress are not May abilities.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, you have to draw them.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if that was not the case, this would not work against it. But it's...
Yeah. Sometimes replenish can be a negative on you where you have to win really fast because you might have like 2 Enchantress Presence in the graveyard and they come back and now you have 3 effects and you're going to start decking yourself way too fast. So
yeah,
there's a lot
it's a
of...
very...
If you got the Parallax Wave and the Opalations, you target your Enchantress Presence to remove them and then don't... Yes, but if you got Parallax Wave and the Opalations, you finish the match in the...
Yeah, the match will be over anyways.
Yes,
yeah.
Or just like a magic. Okay.
Could that deck ever run like a couple scroll racks?
What? Sorry, what did you say?
Could your deck ever run a couple of like scroll racks?
I don't know. Never tested them.
Yeah.
Never test them.
It's always hard to have
I prefer
lose enchantment slots.
Reduce the number of non-enchantment cards. So I play only 4 creatures and 2 sorcery that are the replenished. And because I found that this works. This works. It's like playing and finding the right card. And I've tested this build a lot because I've tested in the Italian Premodern and in some local events on the web, of course.
Yeah.
And I found it good, but of course it got some I don't know how to say in English. Just like Achilles heels. I don't know what to say in English.
Achilles heels? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a graveyard base deck and storm decks. And there is these 2 big... no.
Yeah.
These are the two
Another
big-
name for it in English terms would be like glass cannon. It's like it's fragile and you
Okay.
don't want to just die by decking yourself or something else. But yeah, I mean, the numbers you state. If anybody starts making Enchantress themselves or deck builds something that they
Yes.
find online, the numbers you're saying of like 4 creatures, 2 sorceries, everything else, enchantments and land, that's pretty much a number everybody gets to. And having to cut out 2 enchantments for like scroll racks, it starts you don't want to go too low, or you don't start having it like a hit on things. You might just draw a land up like past turn. You really need to have density of enchantments to be able to make the deck work. And it's usually 26-ish, 25, 26. So it's tough. It makes you really have to think if you want to side in something that's not taking out an enchantment. You want to put an enchantment back. You don't want to dilute it in any of the subsequent games with your sideboard.
That's fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think the tweaks that I have in the Stasis lets me be a slight favorite. Where I think most times, honest to God, like Enchantress is probably a favorite versus Stasis, especially is where my opinion. Because it's like, as we saw, like I think I played Stasis in one of those games and it mattered.
Yeah.
Every other game, it was just like, meh.
Okay, that game was the canonic way of winning, and I was unprepared. No, not unprepared, but I didn't draw the lands, and I got 2 Seal of Cleansing, but both of them get countered, and it's quite standard, I got to say.
Yep.
But I think that the build that you make, it's really, really interesting because you got these different angles to win, and that's great. Yes, I got a question for you because I've tested your last version because I like to play Stasis too because I like prison decks. And what do you think about the Ursa's Bubble?
I am not as high on it as the person who I was testing with, Rich Shea, is. I think it's nice. I think it adds some utility, but much in the same way that it is in Red Deck or in Sly, maybe a little bit more. It doesn't feel like it does enough. Like the ability to go, that and like daze it to get a land is great, but I get the same effect from, as we saw in game 2. I got the same effect that I needed that for with the Claws of Gix to get the extra mana.
Yes.
So I think it's nice. I don't think it's awesome because Stasis doesn't necessarily want a slow trip.
Yeah, you want to draw right then.
So, and also by having those in there, it also reduced the number of like one-ofs I can have in my deck that I feel are interesting. So I just don't think it does enough. It obviously works. It was fine, but in my opinion, I think there are better things you can do.
Okay.
Have you thought about deep analysis at all? Like having it as a one-of or something just for more draw? In Stasis,
to be honest, if I was going to add more draw, I would add a second Stroke of Genius.
Yeah.
Stroke of Genius is
you get enough lands on board.
Great
helps. Yeah.
Yeah. Additionally, like the plays of either stroke yourself, like I think one game I stroked myself for 5. That drew me 4 counter spells.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And then like there's also, if I have a black flex out, and even if you're feeling safe or the opponent's feeling safe, they got like 4 cards in hand.
Yep.
And I bounce my Stasis, untap on your upkeep, go ahead and stroke you for like 6, and I have a Vice out.
Yep.
Like, or the decking aspect that gets around Gaia's Blessing in the Parfait matchup. So the ability to target your opponent is what puts it over the top, in my opinion. Yeah. Honestly, God, I thought about running a Cephalid Coliseum as one of my lands.
Sorry, what card did you say?
Cephalid Coliseum.
Okay. Now I understood. Yes.
Yep. I think a lot of people, because Gaia's Blessing is in such a way where it makes the Frantic Storm deck not amazing, where it could be, a lot of people forget that decking people, making them draw out, especially in a control game, is a thing. And a lot of control decks can't handle a brain freeze. Like a Dreadnought deck, if you're going long game, can't handle a brain freeze. Blue-white control. And I think it's a strategy that blue decks can utilize more. And I just, as a whole on Premodern, I wish people would, and there are a lot of people who do, but a lot of times it's like, I want people to broaden the mind, because I think there's a lot of cards out here, a lot of things that can be done, even if it's just taking things like, Stasis, and you change Stasis a little bit for some new angles. And what does that do to matchups? What does that do to make something think? Like, I'm sitting here with a Storm counter. Now you're thinking, okay, how many spells can I play into a possible brain freeze?
Yep.
So that's what I enjoy doing. I think a lot of I like to try and build decks. I'm not a good deck builder. That's not where my forte is. A lot of goofy ideas, but I think, good at finding little strategies within an established deck that can make a matchup awkward for other people.
You just like finding the crack. I don't know how to say in English.
Yeah, absolutely. Finding a crack in the metagame and like how do we flip in? How do we step into this? How do we take advantage? And that's what I like to do, and what I love about this format, because there's so many cards that you can do that with. Like who would have thought Zur's Weirding would be a popular card when Rich did his thing? Or for a while nobody could build Dreadnought. Then all of a sudden the Shrimp crew was also like, Mono Blue Dreadnought. They figured out this code, and here it is. So I love how it's very cyclical and it moves. It's just exciting for me.
Yes, it's very, very interesting. I didn't remember the existence of Temporal Adept, of course. When I see your list, I say, okay, Temporal Adept. Okay, now I remember. Okay, now I see your list, but I can imagine facing you in a pot or in a round and see those. Oh my God, what's that? Because of course, in game 2 against you, everyone side out the crit removal. So that's very interesting strategy. Just like Welder in the Devourer deck, for example. I think just like this, that now everybody knows, but at first, yes.
I kept wondering who was bouncing everything, and I'm sitting there like, what the heck's he got? And then I saw it, I was like, oh, that's good. I was like, what's he doing? I can.
No, we're doing that. But yeah, and I think there is, for lack of a better way of putting it, I think a lot of people still don't respect Stasis enough as a deck because of the stigma about it. It's we're not playing Magic, we're not doing this, and it's blah. Well, I get that. I unfortunately at one event I had an opponent like just scoop after game 1 because he just didn't want to play against the deck, and it's just like. But when you think about it, Robin actually made a really good point. Robin Lund. We were playing is like people sometimes just scoop too early to Stasis. Like
same with Enchantress.
If Stasis isn't like have a Black Vice out there, a lot of the time, like Stasis is just kind of just spinning its wheels. Draw gold. And if you can do things like yourself, Betty, if I was on the Stasis plan, it's like, okay, there's no Black Vice. I can take my time, and then in one turn with things, I can be like, okay, here's a seal. Countered? Great. Okay, here's a seal. Great. Aura. And it's like you can play multiple threats, and a lot of people don't think of the Stasis that matchup that way. So a lot of people scoop too early to it, in my opinion. So I think I benefit a little bit from being a unique version and people also just not respecting or understanding the deck as much.
I know, because in my group, when I like to test Stasis, it's very difficult to find people that like to test. My friend, I say to them, you got to test against Stasis, because when you meet Stasis, you will lose. Because everyone got in their mind how to play against goblins or Sly, because you found them in a tournament you found 3 goblins, choose Stasis, sorry, not choose Stasis, choose Lie or the Rock.
Yep.
It's very common, and people like to play against that, and at the end knows how to play.
Yep.
But against Stasis, I see people, of course, just like me, because I think that testing is never enough. Okay, but people make a lot of how to say errors in English, just like errors, but
Errors,
a lot of
mistakes.
a lot of mistakes. And I think that people, yes, got to consider Stasis as a thing that exists, and not just like doing just like this. It's just like an elephant in the room, Stasis, and people don't want to face it. But Stasis is a thing, and
And
I
it's much
always
more,
like to test against Stasis because every game you learn a lot. It's a difficult matchup.
Yep.
Of course, if you're playing elves, not very difficult, but it's a
yeah, I've been able to dodge elves.
Yeah.
okay. But in other cases, it's very strange because everyone got their sideboard mixed different. Someone play chill, someone play not chill, but blue elemental blast, or just like you, that you got different angles, parallel way of winning. And I think that yes. And it is, and it's just like justice, okay? And I think that's right. That's the right thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a ride. Yeah, it's been a ride with this deck in this last couple months. So I'm hoping I can continue it. And I don't know who's even left in here for the matchups, what the matchups are. So if I can dodge elves, I feel okay. Outside of that, if I have to face elves anywhere, it's going to be a sad day for me.
There is no elves in the remaining top
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. I don't think there is.
And I don't remember, maybe goblins and or slide or parallax, not parallax, sorry. Yes, tide go, mono blue.
Oh, did Grod advance with his
And
blue
one
type?
fly or that, and the other is goblins.
Okay. Well, we'll have to see what happens. But
yes.
But Fedi,
Okay.
I know it's late for you. I actually have to jump off. I have to get some dinner ready for the kids.
Past midnight, and
too, man.
yes. I say good night for you, good evening. I don't know,
It
and
works for
thank
me.
you for the game, and bye.
Yeah, pleasure, Fedi. Talk to you later, man.
Nice
Nice
to meet
watching
you.
your match,
Bye.
See you.
Later, guys.
See ya.